The Avengers radio series, a cultural phenomenon in South Africa back in the 1970s, South Africa was a country with no national television service. It wasn't until 1976 that the country would get its first taste of television broadcasts. But before that, radio was the primary medium of entertainment and information for the masses. This was the context when The Avengers, a British spy FI series, made its debut on South African radio and became a cultural phenomenon. The Avengers was a British television series that originally aired from 1961 to 1969. The show revolved around the adventures of John Steed, a suave and sophisticated secret agent, and his various female associates. The series was a unique blend of traditional spy thriller elements with science fiction and fantasy, which set it apart from other shows of its time. While the series was hugely popular in the UK and had also made a significant impact in the American markets, being one of the rare British series given a network transmission slot, it was virtually unknown in South Africa. This was primarily due to the lack of a national television service in the country until 1976. However, as a film series, The Avengers was able to gain some exposure in South Africa through film rentals. But it was the launch of the radio series that truly brought The Avengers to the masses in South Africa. Come and listen at www.myclassicradio.net. 21st Precinct, aka 21st Precinct and 21st Precinct, was a police drama broadcast on CBS Radio from July 7, 1953, to July 26, 1956. It was initially a summer replacement for My Friend Irma. The program was produced in cooperation with the Patrolmen's Benevolent Association of the City of New York and presented adaptations from true criminal records in New York. From the policeman's point of view. Historically, the 21st Precinct had been located near Gramercy Park in Manhattan, but in 1929 the department reorganized the precinct numbering, and the 21st designation was dropped from use. No such precinct existed during the show's run, nor does a 21st exist today. However, the fictional precinct's territory corresponds closely to that of the Upper East Side's 23rd Precinct as it has existed since 1929. Stanley Niss was the producer-writer-director. The role of Precinct Captain Frank Kennelly was played by Everett Sloan for the first 109 episodes and briefly in episode 135. During episode 109, Captain Frank Kennelly was promoted to Deputy Inspector and reassigned out of the 21st Precinct. He was replaced by Captain Cronin James Gregory, 1955-56, and Les Damon, 1956. Other cast regulars were Ken Lynch as Lieutenant Matt King, Harold Stone as Sergeant Waters, Jack Arissa as Sergeant Collins, and Santos Ortega as Lieutenant Gorman. The program's announcer began the program's opening each week. 21st Precinct. It's just lines on a map of the city of New York. Most of the 173,000 people wedged into the 9/10 of a square mile between Fifth Avenue and the East River wouldn't know, if you asked them, that they lived or worked in the 21st. Whether they know it or not, the security of their persons, their homes, and their property is the job of the men of the 21st. At that point the lead actor would complete the introduction. The 21st Precinct. 160 patrolmen, 11 sergeants and 4 lieutenants of whom I'm the boss. My name is Kennelly. Frank Kennelly. I'm captain in command of the 21st. Art Hanna, Bob Hill, and Hugh Holder were the program's announcers. The series was produced by John Ives. It was usually directed and written by Stanley Niss. Another source lists Niss as producer. Come and listen at www.myclassicradio.net.
Now, don't go away, because next on CBS Radio's Comedy Time are those two zany characters of many characters, Bob and Ray.
And now, Bob, Elliott, and Ray Goulding present the CBS Radio Network. Okay, Pierre, buddy, thank you very much. Here we are back at the Bob and Ray Show for another 13 minutes or so.
Were you telling me you'd just written another song?
Kind of a winter thing.
For the coming winter season.
Well, it's always, when I reach the end of August, I get thinking of a musical winter picture.
Sure.
And I try to write a song for it. And then when
isn't it true? I mean,
the
you
great
know more
Bob
about it than I
Bird.
would. Isn't it true in the songwriting game you have to keep about 6 months ahead?
That's right. Really, we're doing all our Christmas and winter songs now.
Can you give us a little preview of anything you've recorded for the upcoming
It's the winterland of fun. Do something like that.
I think some of your the Western songs you did would.
You don't like it, huh? Pierre, what do you think about it?
Oh, no, monsieur.
He says, oh, no, monsieur, voila. But it needs a little work, maybe. Polish it up a little, and I think I might have another hit on my hands.
Well, I certainly hope you do to follow all the others.
Because, well, I tell you, Bob, since I wrote My Old Man for Father's Day, I've been needing an encore song. That's the trouble. I had this big hit, and I'd go out to a nightclub, say Joe's Bar and Grill, and I'd do this song for which I'm famous, and then I have no encore.
Well,
I have to do something that Lanny Ross had made famous or something.
You need more than one, of course, in an act such as yours.
There's somebody about.
Come in, please. Hey, it's Sylvester L. Gumshoe Flaherty, our detective, in charge of tracking down Smelly Dave. And what have you got to reference? I see Cato's with you, too.
Yeah, come here, kid. Sit down. I want to show you a picture.
What do you mean?
So you're Bob.
I'm Bob.
Bob, did you ever see this whale before?
Let me see that. Look at that, Ray. It looks like Dave, doesn't it?
Well, you know, there's a great family resemblance with whales.
Where'd you get this picture, Sylvester?
This is a picture of a whale that ran aground off Swampscott, Massachusetts.
Swampscott, huh?
Yeah.
Did you check it out? Did you go up there? Or
went up there, went as close to it as I dared. I had on a nice suit.
Yeah.
And Cato went along with me.
We went in black limousine.
Cato said we went in that black limousine.
Yeah, I understood what he
said. And he talks like that a lot. It's kind of funny.
He used to drive for the Green Hornet.
That's right. Cato used to work. He was leg man for the Green Hornet for many years on another network. Yeah. Well, now.
So you
got
this whale. It was washed up.
So we took pictures of it, checked them out, and I didn't think it was your Dave because there's no wry grin. This is a sad-looking whale.
Oh, it wasn't smelly.
It wasn't smelly. He got a kick out of his lingo. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, that's about it. Now, this Shrank character, I mean,
he's been
really
real
putting out on all points on that bird.
You don't need to. He's all right, but
I just don't like the way he sounds on the air. I think he should be locked up just for security purposes. Really, I think he's a nut.
Well, he's a little strange, I guess. He's on his way back here, incidentally.
And there's a $100 bill missing from your desk.
No, it's not missing. We gave that to Shrank. That was his expenses and a month's salary out in Duluth.
Well, I heard him showing it off out in Duluth. I heard it on the air.
Yeah.
I was riding around in a black limousine.
Black limousine.
With Cato.
Yeah.
And we heard you show on the air. Yeah. Well, okay, that's about it for now.
Nothing.
Just this expense.
We'll see us about that later, will you please?
Yeah. Okay, is that all right with you, the expenses?
Yeah, we'll look them over.
I don't want no trouble like Johnny Dollar, you know?
Yeah. Okay, well, let us know when you hear anything.
Come on, Jim.
Oh.
Come on, Cato, buddy.
Bye, Cato.
Here's your mail, Bob and Ray.
I think it's time we look into our mailbag.
While we're talking about it.
Yeah, there's one for you, Bob, and one here for me, I'll read. Let's see. This is from Grand Island, New York. Where would that be? From the East River, sure. Well, see, look at this. It's some of the bunting that sure looks like this was around Dave, doesn't it?
Yeah, bright red, white, and blue.
Uh-huh. This is from Douglas Bauer. I wonder if he's any relation to Hank. He said, recently I found this small fragment of red, white, and blue bunting, which I have enclosed since it was saturated with whale oil.
Yes, you
Too bad we didn't open this before Gumshoe left. I suspect it may be from Smelly Dave's official flat car. He spells official O-F-I-S-H-A-L.
Letters.
What does your letter say,
Well,
Miles?
it's from Paul Hoffman in Southampton, Pennsylvania, and he has pictures of us and very, very good likenesses, too, and a picture of Ron Spechtenberger's spaceship.
Here's one from Coos Bay, Oregon. Let's see. They want to know if you're the same Bob Elliott who was in the French Foreign Legion in No, that can't be right.
Is it 1901?
1911?
No. It was 1918.
Here's one from Chicago. This is from E. Sterling Rawway, curator of Wales at the Chicago Natural History Museum.
See, that's good interest.
And he said that they recently caught wind of the news, too, concerning the disappearance of Dave, realizing the importance of Dave as an educational and cultural exhibit. We wish to cooperate wholeheartedly in the nationwide search for Dave, the great, huge, dead whale that Bob and Ray was trying to send around the country. So let's get a picture off to all these people, Bob.
Okay, it's already been done, I think. And right now the light on our desk telephone is blinking, which means there's a call coming in. And I think I would be the one to take it right here. Hello, Bob and Ray Studio.
Hey, Bob.
Who's this?
Steve.
Bosco. How are you? Great.
Hey, Ray. Get off here. Come on, Bob.
No, this is Bob.
Hey, who is it?
Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Steve, you sound all steamed up about something.
Well, we're really flying. I got something of great interest here, I think, to sports lovers, and I think, hi, Bob. How's the family?
What's the big news?
Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
I'm out here talking with a fella. I'm in Frobisher, North Dakota, and this fella wants to get a franchise in the new Continental League.
Well, I think they pretty well decided on the cities.
Hey, how are you, Bob, buddy?
Okay, Steve.
Good. Everything's going along fine. I'm out here in Frobisher, North Dakota,
Yeah, you
Bob.
said that just a minute
Talking
ago.
with a fella.
Can you hear me all right?
Hi there, Bob. What's new?
Operator,
Yes?
can you
Yes.
can you get the line a little bit clearer? I can't quite make out what Steve is trying to say.
Well, it's as clean as we can make it here.
Are you
Leaving here all right.
the Frobisher operator?
No, I'm Murphy Girl.
Oh. Well, let me put him back on. Let me see if I can get him any better. Hello, Steve?
Stevie, go ahead. Hi, Bob.
Yeah. Oh, it's much better.
Look, I got a fella here at the telephone. I want to put this on the air and talk with him. He wants to get a... Hey, I tell you, there's a fella in Frobisher.
Yeah, you went all through that.
He wants to get a franchise in the new Continental League.
Well, what are you out there to do?
I'm out there to talk with him, and he's here at the telephone. I was going to say microphone. And could we broadcast this if I talk to him?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
All right.
All right, here he is. What was your name again? It was...
Cromley.
Well, Mr. Cromley, why'd you ever get the wacky idea that you'd like to have a franchise in the Continental League?
Well, I thought it would be good for Frobisher. We haven't had much excitement here for some time, and I thought it would bring the folks.
Oh, swell, fella. Well, just put them right down there on the shelf. Let's bring the ice to it.
We've got a population of 700. We've got a stadium that seats 20,000.
What's the market? I was just checking the ice.
Oh, yes. I don't mind if I do.
Right, I didn't hear your answer.
I said we have a population of 700, and we have a stadium that seats 20,000.
Bring him right over here, buddy. Hey,
I'll have soda with us.
well, Billy, you want to have a franchise here, is that it?
That's about the size of it, Buster, yes. Well, it seems to strike you kind of funny, but to us it's a pretty serious thing.
Well, how could you support a team in a small burg like this?
Well, that's what we got to
real
do.
rude country, buddy.
Well, I don't know about that.
Anybody know how to play baseball?
Yes,
there's
we gotta-
3 outs and all that.
Oh, we know all the rules for playing, yes.
Bob, I don't know how long you're going to
But,
put up with
we've,
this kind of a phone call.
We got to get the people interested around Frobisher.
Bob, I don't know how long you're going to stand this.
I have.
Hey there. How you doing?
Yeah.
How you doing, Bob?
All right.
You know who this is? Guess.
Steve Bosco.
Sure. How's the family?
Okay, fine.
Well, hey, look, I got a run along.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm in a little trouble.
Say anything more, Mr.
Right,
Buster?
hey, look, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
Hey,
What?
look, the DA's out here. It was about a check I passed.
Oh, well,
And,
I thought you learned your lesson the last time with that.
but really, this is serious. Would you do it? He gave me till, 9 o'clock.
Well, I can't promise you anything. I'll take it up
Just
with
sent
you.
it to the most expensive hotel in Frobisher, North Dakota.
All right.
Now, this is Steve Bosco rounding third, being thrown out at home.
I'm going to pick up the portable microphone, Ray, now, and
All right.
step down into our studio audience. We haven't...
Careful, Bob. We just oiled those stuff.
Right. Haven't talked with anyone.
Told you to watch it now.
My bad leg, too.
Yeah.
How about you, sir?
How about me?
You're resting there on your laurels. Would you
That's
like to
right.
talk with us?
Certainly, I'd be delighted to talk
What do you do for a living?
Well, this summer I'm resting on my laurels almost 8 hours a day.
Oh, you're out of work then, huh?
Yes, I'm just going around resting on my laurels and being very proud of it.
You plan to become associated with anything in the fall? You going to go to work or?
In the fall, I expect to catch on with some sort of a job, yeah. In the fall, when I'm through resting on my laurels.
All right, so thanks very much.
It's been a pleasure talking to you too, Bob.
Well, fun talking to you. I see a regular here. Mrs. Boone is here again with us today, and you were waving at me. You gave every appearance of wanting to talk with me.
Well, I'm just glad you decided by chance to light on me to talk to. And actually, I did have something I'd like to remind your vast listening audience of.
Uh-huh.
Boys and girls...
Now, wait a minute. You're not going to make a mention of any commercial product now because you haven't paid for any...
Oh, no, land sakes. No, I just wanted to say, as president of the Boontown Municipal High School PTA, boys and girls, all of you out there from coast to coast, all within reach of my voice, be sure you go back to school this fall and keep at it till you graduate. Don't quit before you get that sheepskin in your hand. That's a diploma, you know.
That sounds like pretty sound advice to me, Mrs. Boone.
You've just heard that wonderful news. And I might point out that I'm Mrs. Jasper Boone. And I hope all of you back in Boontown remember that when PTA election time rolls around... And
You don't read very well, Mrs. Boone, I'm afraid.
Well, I'm not a professional like you and your partner.
You kids go back to school in the fall.
Bob, come on back
You
up on
heard
the
it
stage.
here on the Bob and Ray.
Disaster every time you go down there into the audience.
Don't stay around for the repeat broadcast, Mrs. Boone, because we won't be interviewing you again on that show.
Oh, I thought you still would repeat for the coast.
Oh, well, we do, but I think we'll delete that for the code.
The portion where I was.
Yes.
Well, all right, well, then
Put something else in there.
Well, then I'll run along.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I guess we will run along, too.
Okay,
Back to the office and go through more of the mail.
More the mail for Dave's picture. If you want one, hurry up and send for it. They're practically gone, I think, really.
And what's the special for tomorrow, Perry?
We don't have any right
Oh,
now. Yes, the clock is indicating that the time has come for us to toddle off. Until tomorrow, this is Ray Goulding reminding you to write if you get work.
Bob Elliott reminding you to hang by your thumb.
Nightly except Sunday, Bill Rizzuto's Sports Time on the CBS Radio Network.
And
Radio Network.
and